What's up guys, it's the holiday season and Christmas is just around the corner. So in this video, my wife and I decided to put together a list of the best Christmas gifts for chess players. So if you have a friend or family member who plays chess and you're not sure what to get them, stick around, we're going to show you all the best gifts. Also, if you play chess yourself, you wanted to get yourself a little something but you weren't really sure what, we've got you covered. We've got gifts ranging anywhere from less than $10 all the way up to about $50. So whatever your budget is, there's going to be something here. If at any point in the video you see something that you're interested in, we're going to have links down below in the order that we show the items. So whatever we talk about in the video first is going to be linked first. Whatever we talk about last is going to be linked last, so you can find it easily down below. But without any further ado, let's get right into it. Alright, so the first thing that every serious chess player needs is an official United States Chess Federation chess set. Now, if you've never played with one of these, it's completely different than like a cheap set you might have gotten at Walmart or somewhere. The pieces just feel really nice in your hands, super high quality. I actually recommend the weighted sets, so they have a little weight in the bottom of the piece. It gives it a little extra weight. It also helps the pieces from tipping over, so when you're playing speed chess, you don't have pieces like falling all over the place, so that's really nice. Also, if you ever go to an over-the-board tournament, these are the sets that they're going to be using there, so you'd want to practice with that. They have single, double, and triple weighted sets. Personally, like the triple weighted sets. They feel the nicest to me, but you can go with any of those. One thing that I've noticed is that a lot of these sets are selling out really fast. I think it has something to do with the Queen's Gambit that Netflix released, so that's just something to be aware of. All right, next up on the list, we have a digital chess clock. Now, this is going to be the most expensive item on the list, but if you're playing serious chess in tournaments, you're probably going to want to have one of these. Or if you're just playing speed chess, it's so much nicer to actually have a clock to be able to play competitively. You can also go for an analog clock, which is a little bit cheaper, but it's a lot harder to tell how much time is left. So if you're going to be playing speed chess, you definitely want to go with the digital version. This is one of the best ones I could find on Amazon, although any digital clock should be fine. You don't have to go with this one. All right, the next item on the list are notation pads. This is just a pack of score sheets that you use to record the game as you play it. So every time each player makes a move, you'll write it down on the score pad and keep track of the game. This is useful for a couple of reasons. Number one, you have a record of the game so you can go back and study it and learn from your mistakes and see where you went wrong and what you could do better. Also, if you're playing in over-the-board tournaments, it's required that you notate. You are going to need these if you go to any over-the-board tournament. But what I'm showing you right now is a 4-pack. I think there's 50 games in each pack, so this will last you for 200 games. You'll be covered for quite a while. All right, the next couple items on the list are chess books that will help you improve as a chess player. This one is called Winning Chess Endings. This was one of the first chess endgame books that I ever got. It is well used and I've learned a ton from it. Highly recommend it for new players. It starts out with very basic stuff and works through some intermediate stuff. The stuff that I learned in this book has come up time and time again over my chess career, so this is a really good one. Okay, the next book is called 1001 Brilliant Ways to Checkmate. It was the first tactics book that I ever got and I learned so much from it. And honestly, it was probably the book that helped me improve the most as a chess player. It's essentially just filled with puzzles like you see here, and you have to find the checkmate. Solving these type of checkmates are the #1 thing you can do to improve your tactics and your checkmating abilities. This is super nice to have when you're traveling. If you're gonna be on a plane or a bus or in a long line and you have some time to kill, you can pull it out, go to the next problem that you're on and just see if you can solve it, and kind of constantly be improving your tactical skills. All right, the next book is called FCO, or Fundamental Chess Openings, and it's basically a complete guide to the basics of opening theory. You'll see that you've got a section on D4 openings, and then it lists them out. Queen's Gambit declined, Slav, semi-Slav, Queen's Gambit accepted, and so on and so forth. You've got all your D4 openings there. Then it's got flank openings, so the English, so the Sicilian, the ready opening, things like that. Then it jumps to E4 openings. You got Ruy Lopez, Italian game, Scotch game, so on and so forth. And if we jump down to the section on D4 openings, you'll see that it gives you a nice overview of what D4 openings are all about. It talks about the Queen's Gambit, talks about how Black has the option to play Queen's Gambit decline, or the Slav, or to accept the Gambit. And then you can jump to those sections of the book to learn more about that particular opening line. This is kind of like a reference guide. You don't read this from start to finish. You don't try to memorize everything in it. You use it as a reference manual. So if you're thinking about learning a particular opening line, you would hop to that section, read that section, learn those lines. They have it in Kindle and paperback. Personally, I like having paperbacks. If you like the Kindle version, you can totally do that as well. All right, next on the list, we have a magnetic travel chess set. Now, I know with the pandemic, a lot of people are probably staying home and not traveling, but if you are gonna be traveling, this is what you want. It has to be magnetic because you don't want pieces falling all over the plane or bus or whatever the case may be. And you also want it to be small enough that you can easily fit it in a backpack and it doesn't take up too much space. So this is kind of the perfect size. This one actually looks relatively nice with the wooden pieces and also has the notation on it, which not all travel chess sets have. So this is one of my favorites. All right, next up we have the King and Queen Bookends. This is actually a gift that my wife got for me a couple years ago. It's one of the coolest gifts that I'd gotten in a while. You can see my shelf where I have them set up. I think it adds a nice touch and I really like them. All right, next up we have a 2021 chess calendar. So it's just a puzzle a day for the whole year. It's got solutions. The following day has the solution to the previous day's puzzle, so you can see if you got it right or not. But it's good to keep your mind sharp and constantly be working on those tactic skills. All right, next up, if the person that you're shopping for likes Harry Potter, you've got the Harry Potter Wizard chess set. I personally haven't used this one, but I have played with some other theme-based ones, like I have a Mario chess set, and it's different and pretty cool and kind of a lot of fun, especially for kids or somebody who just likes Harry Potter would probably really enjoy this. And along those same lines, we've got the Star Wars chess set. Again, I don't have this one personally, but for somebody who's a Star Wars fan, I'm sure they would appreciate it. All right, next we've got the Queen chess puzzle. So it's a chess piece, it's in the shape of a queen, but it's one of those brain teaser puzzles where you have to figure out how to get it open, and apparently there's a coin inside of it. And as a chess player, I like that kind of thing, so most chess players I think would appreciate it as well. That's why I'm recommending it. And last but not least on our list, we've got a couple of different chess t-shirts. So we've got check out my six pack. Then we got the pawn saying oh no with the knight on the L-shaped board there. I thought that was pretty clever. And then last, we've got never interrupt your enemy when he's making a mistake. This is actually so true. Most of the games that I personally win aren't because I've made some brilliant move, but usually because my opponent made a mistake and I just happen to capitalize on it. So I really like this one. Well, I hope there was something on that list that works for what you're looking for this Christmas. Remember, everything that we talked about is linked below. Also, if you're new to chess or the person you're shopping for is new to chess, make sure you tell them to check out the channel. We have lots of videos that talk about openings, endgames, tactics, all kinds of things on how to become better at chess. Well, that's going to do it for this video. As always, thanks for watching, take care, and have a very Merry Christmas.